So in the horror of Dolores Roach, there's a couple horrors plaguing Washington Heights, which is the neighborhood where this story takes place. We've got cannibalism, but we've also got gentrification. Which one do you think is worse?
Oh, wow. I mean, I'd have to say cannibalism, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
but gentrification is, is not a good thing either, but it doesn't compare to cannibalism.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, cannibalism it takes the cake. I mean, come on. But gentrification. I mean, it is kind of like a form of cannibalism in a weird, like more like broader sense when you get that way. But they both suck.
They both suck.
Yeah.
That's the headline. Cannibalism and gentrification suck.
They both suck. Yeah.
We didn't say equally. They just
Yeah, exactly.
So Keto was part of the podcast initially. You two came on for the series, like the televised series. Is the podcast something that you were aware of before you knew about the adaptation, or did you like seek that out once you heard about this project?
I knew about the podcast because the podcast had been one of our executives, Gloria Calderon-Kellett, way before she was involved and way before I was involved, said you should listen to this podcast. The Blumhouse just acquired the rights. It's going to be turned into a television series. And I had started to listen to it before I even got the script. But once I got the script and read the script and was thinking of going in for it, I did listen to the whole podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the podcast a little bit when I got the breakdown for the audition, but I also didn't want to steal anything because like Bobby Cannavale, who was Luis in the podcast, I love him. He's one of my favorite actors. And I knew that I would be tempted to like steal something he did, so I listened to it since then. But even before that, I remember when I was like a little lowly theater major at Montclair State University. I remember my friends going into the city to see this one-woman cannibal play at Labyrinth Theater with Daffy Rubin Vega. I just heard it like pop up here and there. And I was like, what are they talking about? And little did I know, like years later, that play they were talking about was Panava Loca, which became
that's
the
awesome.
podcast, which became a show. So it's been around for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. I love that you kind of both had different approaches to it, because I wonder that when you're adapting something for a new medium, what is the process like of like how much do you want to listen to that, and then how do you then make that your own? You know what I mean? Like that there's kind of that line there. Like how do you guys find that balance?
To me it's an easy thing, but I'm also like have been doing this for a long time, so it's like I think that maybe 20 years ago I might not want to have to listen to it. But I've had so much life experience, and I've had so much that to me, it was just about getting the tone, of the show. So it did not at this point in my life and career affect me in any way. It's something that I wanted to listen to see like what is the tone? That was really my thing. What is the tone of this show?
I agree. I 100% agree. What is like the tone, and just I think that ultimately when you're like doing, people like get into like, this is like, what's the genre, I guess sometimes. And the most important thing is just like to play the truth of the circumstance. And I think that you let the audience, let them draw their own conclusion, I guess.
Yeah, I love it. So Luis was serving up cannibalistic empanadas. What would be like your second choice for a cannibalistic cuisine? Like what's something that would kind of go well with that or mask it well?
Oh man. Okay, let me see. What about maybe some pad thai. There's such a mix of flavors in there. A pad thai or something like that.
Pastelón.
Pastelón. Oh, pastelón. You know pastelón?
No.
Oh, tell her what a pastelón is.
Oh, pastelón is like a Puerto Rican version of lasagna. And
with plantains.
With the sweet maduro plantain. Yes. Oh man, it's so
and then you can put ground beef in it or chicken. And old school people put like green beans, which is so bizarre. I don't know what that's about.
Really?
Yeah, like old school, like on the island, they do that. But a pastelón would be perfect because it's all about the cheese and the plátano maduro anyway.
Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, it's so good.
Whatever
that's a good one. Yeah. And you season it right, you can't tell everything.
Yes.
Son la misma cosa. No hay diferencia. Come on.
Exacto.
I will go seek that out. I'm in LA, so I feel like there's got to be somewhere where I can.
You're not going to find it in LA.
No? Okay, I got to go to the East Coast.
Yeah, that's a Puerto Rican thing. You bet you ain't not gonna find it in LA, girl. You're gonna.
Will I find a subpar version of it in LA?
No.
No, you gotta come to New York. In New
You're
York,
gonna
you
have a
will.
Puerto Rican friend that'll make it for you. That's what you. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justina, will you
hopefully
make it for me?
Yes, I will. I actually make a great pastelón.
Okay, I will come have yours then.
Okay.
I have to try
just
this.
invited
I didn't know
myself
you
to
made
dinner.
pastelón.
That's the real reason.
I gotta try this pastelón.
I'll make it for you. I make a good one.
Pastelón party. All right. I don't know if you guys are horror fans in particular, but do you have any favorite cannibal movies?
I am a horror fan. I'm a horror fan, but I don't. I mean, what cannibal movies are? I don't even. The thing is, like, I mean, no. I can't think of a cannibal movie. I love stuff like. I was a huge fan of 28 Days Later. Do you know what I mean? I love stuff like that. I love zombies and vampires so much.
Okay.
Why? But I don't know what you. But I love horror. I really do.
I love a lot of like 80s like body horror movies. Like I love The Thing.
Okay.
I love The Fly.
Oh, me too.
The Fly is so gross and but awesome, so good. Cannibal movies. I don't know. There was cannibal movies. There's one that comes to mind. I don't remember what it was called, and I probably shouldn't remember what it was called because it was horrible. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe like they made this movie and like. It was so I don't know the history of the movie, but they made it in a way where it was like a documentary and they wanted people to think it was real.
Is it Cannibal Holocaust? Maybe?
Yeah, no. Oh no, that movie don't ever watch it.
There's a movie called Cannibal Holocaust.
Cannibal Holocaust. Yeah.
It's crazy. Don't.
I
watched it when I was in college.
Unless it's Blumhouse, then it's like this.
Yeah.
I love it if it's Blumhouse.
Yeah. But The Fly is one of my favorites, though.
The Fly is disgusting. That's it. But it's like one of those ones where you can't look away, but you're like, I'm getting nauseous, but I want to look at it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much. I know we're out of time. I'm a huge fan of the podcast from like back when it came out, and I loved this show. So well done. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you, Angel.
We get a season 2.